Hi folks, and welcome to your daily episode of From Amateur to Expert, where we talk about work, wealth, and how to position yourself as an industry leader. Let's talk about career today and career advancement. Whether you're working your way up the ranks within a corporate organization or building your own brand, your own business. Like many people around the world, I'm trying to do workouts from home. And if you want to watch my sad little workout in a shed video, please just click on the link above, just for good laughs. My local gym has been closed for the last couple of months, and it's been incredibly difficult to get a decent workout under those conditions. And I thought about something that I learned from an Austrian philosopher by the name of Arnold Schwarzenegger. And of course, this entails flashback time. Fresh out of high school, the first time I ever entered a gym, my goal was not to lose weight, but rather to try to put on mass. I used to step up onto a scale and it would say ready. So the challenge was to put on some muscle mass. And the first thing that I did was I went into a bookstore and I bought Arnold Schwarzenegger's complete encyclopedia of bodybuilding. Pictured here. The keen observer will notice that this is in fact a Collins English dictionary. I couldn't find it, but this is very similar except in every conceivable way. The book was a gigantic tome, and in fact the first thing you learnt about bodybuilding was trying to carry it to the counter. But one of the ideas that Mr. Schwarzenegger shared that really stuck with me was a simple shift in perceptions. He spoke about how most newcomers to gym, most particularly young gung-ho men, would focus on the weight itself. They would be very conscious of how much weight they could lift, how much they could swing around, and he points out that that is entirely the wrong orientation. He says what you're actually after is to build a mind-muscle connection. So it's not about how much weight you're lifting, it's about focusing on the muscle itself and getting the form right, building the connection between the mind and the muscle. And that's what you're after. And it's a subtle shift in perceptions that is effectively a smart cut, something that gets you greater results. Now, let's apply that to your career. In most working lives, people focus on the work itself. And there is much to be said for good, honest labor and putting in hard work. But it does miss something in terms of career advancement and in terms of building your own brand, your own business. And that is the correct perception. The work itself is important on a day-to-day level, but the ultimate goal is for you to build your brand, your business, your career. The advancement is the point. And here I'd like to make a book recommendation. If you haven't read it yet, please look up Smart Cuts. Smart Cuts is an extraordinarily good book. Listen to the audio version if you can. I don't agree with 100% of the content, but most of it I do, and I think the spirit of the thing is absolute genius. It's the concept of saying, if you're going to put in that much work anyway, could you do it in clever, strategic ways? So here's how I'd like you to consider doing that in terms of building your business, your brand, your career. I want you to try this out in the third person. You sit yourself down with a piece of paper and a pen, and you ask yourself the question, what could someone in my situation do to advance? And what you do here is you allow yourself the scope to dream. You assume that you have unlimited resources, unlimited opportunities, unlimited ability to act upon your immediate environment. Now, the reason for that is that it promotes bolder thinking. When you're thinking in such a hypothetical, you think, well, a person like that could do this, they could do the following, and somewhere down the line you'll have this thought, well, why couldn't I do that? So it's quite a powerful technique to remove yourself from the equation and create a sort of avatar and say, what could a person in this scenario do? Then I want you to get highly specific. Write down bullet points. This person should do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that becomes your list for career advancement. Do also go and have a look at the book Smart Cuts. It will inspire you as you think your way around what to do next in your life, your brand building, your environment. Folks, while we're at it, talking about books, some great news from my side. The audio version of the new global book, Virus Proof Your Small Business, is now available online. I have not yet seen it on audible.com, which is my favorite platform, although it is out in Audible in the UK. For some odd reason, where I'm based, I am seen as an American customer, and so I have access to that Audible market. It goes live there in a week or two from now. However, if you're buying from the UK, presumably places like Australia, and you go onto Audible, it is now available. It's also available from audiobooks.com and several other audiobook sources, and it's going live all around the world. The hope and prayer, of course, is that it's helping businesses to keep their doors open and to keep families fed. So, your challenge for today. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger said, it's not about the weight, it's about the mind-to-muscle connection. My challenge to you, it's not about the work itself, it's about the leverage. What could you do to find leverage to get to the next level from where you are now?